Hi, hello everybody. A bit something a bit different today, I thought. After a few bit problems yesterday with power cuts and what have you, computers have been a little bit temperamental today and yesterday, so I thought, well, I'm just going to sit and play on my own farm, which obviously no one's ever seen before apart from Mark. So, just happy to have you along for a bit afternoon chat while I continue messing about in my farm. It's nice having your own place to mess about in. I've been redoing the all my paths and all that, which is what I love doing. And I love this case. Ah, Kieran, how's it going, buddy? First person to see my own farm. So you're quite unique there, mate. I'm just finishing off doing my own roads. Matthew Graham, hello, buddy. Another person, second person to see me on my own farm. Hope everyone's alright, and sorry I missed everyone on the stream the other day. I did tried my best to get back in and join you all, but I just couldn't. The electric had gone out again just to reconnect other folks, either further back away or whatever. I don't know exactly where it was. So because my computer was on at the time, it's caused a little bit of problem. So it was blue screening last night, so it kept coming up with a fault. So I've been playing just to sort of make sure. But my favourite hobby is modifying my farm. So what's froze, buddy? Is it me? No, I think my camera's on my OBS it is anyway. Yeah, sure. I'll keep an eye on it. I've got my live stream on as well, so I might have a bit too much going on, so I'll keep an eye on it. I'm just trying. I love this ground response mod. So where previously I just ploughed and cultivated the field to build my own storage areas and things like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everyone's normally really good, and thanks for stopping by. It's I've a bit overplayed water in the last couple of weeks, so I was a little bit burned out with that. I've been trying my best to unlock something, and I didn't want to get stuck into that and then find if your computer's temperamental and you're already in a battle. It's so again, this is my chillax mode. Working on my own. When Mark got me into farm sim, I started at this Aberdeen farm, and I've been on all the others just to test them. But this is me. This was always my favourite. So I'm just changing some of the ground stuff, and I've got a few bales to pick up and get started with some other stuff. I've got a bit of my farm on the left there, which is all my buildings. And hello Tyler, how's it going? Mr. Peach, hello sir. Alright buddy. Again, you're all lucky enough to see my farm. I'll take you around it and while I'm working on it. This is like my model railway. This was my replacement, if you like, for not being able to stand long enough to work on a bench and build stuff that I used to love doing. So it's quite a bit of a replacement. So yeah, so quite lucky. So that's what it became for me. A really, really good way to relax. And Mark got me into the steering wheel again, and you all asking why I don't use the steering wheel, and now I'm on button box as well. So it's really made a massive difference. The whole effect really. So I've got a field full of bales to go and pick up and that, but I thought, well, I've got my roller on at the moment, just oh, get off. Yeah, I'm just doing some paths which I'd previously done myself, and this ground response thing wasn't out then. It would have been perfect when I first started. It was such a ball ache to do, but it was enjoyable and filled such a lot of time in. Oh, Matthew, button box, can't thank Christian enough. Yeah, I do like the Low Falls map actually. I just was wondering, when I started this map, and I put a lot of time in, like when Mark was trying to teach me how to farm, and I would take what I'd kind of learnt, but just ploughing a field all day and things like that just can get a little bit repetitive. So having that sort of mindset for railways and, you know, just model buildings and things, it set my mind about making my own farm, you know. So that's why there's one of the maps, it's got the railway on it. And it just reminds me of standing at a model railway exhibition and seeing the whole thing come to life. I'll just go and put this back. Yeah, you go to your model railway exhibition and all of a sudden you can, it's like watching everything burst into life. That's how I saw me farm. But and all the different tractors I've been able to try. Which has been good. But yeah, it's just such good, it's just fun. So I've got all this field to re-sow and do my corn. I've only got a few animals because oh, that's my forest. Yeah. I replanted a whole forest, which took a bit of time, but it's fun. I think Mark thought I was balmy, but I love going through it. It's got a road right the way through the middle. Right, let's get a go. This case is some beast, this case. I did something the other day which I think Damon got on camera, is when I pressed me steering wheel button, which used to be my horn button, somewhere along the line I've programmed it as number 0, I think, which is a horn button. So when I beat my horn, it drops things. So I went past Damo yesterday and peaked my horn, and the my cedar fell off the back, and he was laughing because he got it on camera. I don't know if anyone else has used this ground response tool, but it's oh, I'll take you for a ride up me go through my forest because I like going through there. A little bit jerky though, that's the only thing. I could possibly drop my graphics settings down a little bit, but doesn't bother us. For the odd time I go through it. Oh, actually, I've got a bit of road to finish, so I'll do a bit of road making. So, right, let's get bombing through here. Oh, it took us ages to plant it, but it was fun. I'm trying to hire the workers to do it for me, but they kept having issues. I couldn't really work out the best. I knew what I wanted to do, because there's a gateway up the top, if anyone's played on the map, and you kind of used to have to go around to get to it, and I wanted to cut that off, and I thought, naturally you just want to go straight to the middle of the field, so came up with the idea of putting a forest in it. So, and obviously naturally once I was planting my forest, I thought, these buildings came out, the big garages, and I thought, I like them, so I'm having them. Which again is what I did. But I've tried this ground response thing. I love this dirty mud thing, but the only problem is it's got the same pattern. So when you start doing a big area, maybe I can't really show you as much of it, but you get this repetitive pattern, which is okay if you're doing like a roadway, a road surface, like an old track, but I was going to do all this area here and it's just, I don't know, when you do it all it just looks wrong, so I changed it. And I put all the fences and all that. I've done all these. I have had these filled up before, but I was having trouble loading my game. I had far too much on the go, so I had to get rid of some stuff. I've got plenty to keep me occupied. I just love making stuff. I don't know if I'd actually like making a whole map. I can see why the other modders and all that get into it. You know, it's just actually creating a map, but they might not even actually use them. In the Upton map, I've been desperately trying to get into on my own because I wanted to do something similar. But I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. There's like one, I don't know, it's like there's a couple of roads that are missing, and I'll probably put them in myself. But and then I was asking Mark, and Selby, I think Lancey Boy did Selby, and it is just a better map in the way it works. I think Upton's got some better features, if that makes sense. So right, got that bit done now. So let's go and get some bales picked up, and I'll finish some more off later. I just do a little bit at a time on wherever I'm working, and then till I get bored of whatever I'm doing, and then go and do something else. So I'll drop the roller off there. Oh, that's how I can do it. But yeah, since I've been using the steering wheel, I got used to getting used to the keyboard settings where they just sort of come a bit more natural. They didn't before. Trying to get used to which buttons do everything, which is good. Well, I got my auto loader on now, so let's go and do some auto loading. I've got the auto load trait. Well, I think everyone uses auto loader stuff. It's just I'm going to have to practice with my telehandler though, which I've been feeding my pigs and things like that with my telehandler and things like that, so I'm getting a lot better with the button box. Joysticks, you need them. They're absolutely. Having two, you wouldn't think. One's brilliant, don't get me wrong, but just being able to use the extension and that with that one, or even for another function for your tool, is again brilliant. So let's go and get some more picked up. Say I've got a lorry load on the auto loader. I think I'm saving them up for like a lot of animals. What's that one? What's that one? It's strange when you used to ride around in the external view and you could see everything going on. It was quite a bit to get used to. How close you've got to get to everything before it picks them up. I do miss watching, you know, the thing I did love is watching what actually happens. When you're in the cab you sort of miss that action, but I can't drive around like that. That's, to me, doing that's just wrong. So I think if you're outside the cab you've got to be on the keyboard, in my opinion anyway. So. But yeah, I hope everything went okay on the Selby farm last night. Haven't spoke to Mark today. I'll have to catch up with him at some point and explain why I was missing. And there's no point coming back on if it's such a mess on for Mark to get me involved again, and then if the electric went out again, there was no point. So, and I think EQ was coming off at 11 as well, so that's good. I hope everyone else is good today on a Wednesday. The weather's a bit better here today. It's no wind. I love the sound of this case. Ah, thanks, buddy. It's gaming with Clement. Have I pronounced that right? Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'll sort that out when I come off. No problem at all. I hope you're all well. Whatever you're playing, what's everyone doing today? That's a big field to do. This was. I don't know. I don't know how anyone would manage without the hired workers. I enjoyed the couple of maps we've done on Mark's server, and with no money mod. That's been quite a good experience. But just seeing how much work everybody else does to make that kind of money is unbelievable. To make it on your own would be that would be a lot. That. Oh, that's me. I'm full. Me nattering away. Hello Dennis, how's it going? And Alex, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, something different today, a bit more relaxing. I'm not getting blown up today. I'm fighting my way through whatever I was fighting my way through. I'm just having a break. I was oversaturated, so I'm just playing on my own farm. So I did lose it once. I lost. I don't know what I was playing on it on. I think my computer had gone off or something, but I lost. So I had to go back to a previous game save. Mark told me where they were because I thought I'd lost everything. Fortunately, I hadn't. So that was good. I can't remember which folder he said they were in. It was another backup folder. So I was so pleased. I've missed a lot, but you know. Have you been on War Thunder, Dennis, or you? Oh, because you'll be at work, or have you just come in? And the weather must be getting changing a lot for you being outside all the time, buddy. Yeah, I'm thankful to be back indoors a lot now, and I'm not out on them roads anymore. Right, back to saving up my bales for something. I must be saving for something. Of course, I could sell them on if I need to, but I only do it for fun, so it's, I'll have to get some more cows actually. Oh, science exam, how did it go? Yeah, don't test me on it. Yeah, I thought, Dennis, when I just looked at the time, buddy, and I thought, yeah, that's the only thing outside for you, for reversing and things like that. I'm going to have to, see, in the cabs, it's just, well, I should try really, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should try. Tried coming up with a proper way to reverse, but so I selected reverse on me stick, and it goes it goes straight into reverse. So I had to take it out. You couldn't use the clutch to sort of modulate it. Right, see, I'm going right there. Oh, kind of. Wasn't far away. That's the only thing when you practice, isn't it? You know, it's just, you got to knock a few bales down. And right, let's get what's that one? Unload bales. Wow. Oh no, that's no. How do I do that? Got to remember how to do that now. Ah, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna have to remember all my buttons. Like that's the only thing I've got. Some of them plugged in, but having a bad memory is terrible. Come on, Neil, steady way. Steady way. do a parking sensors if you had like a proximity sensor so you knew just how far you were. Oh, see, I thought I was close. Look at that. That's like an old woman parking that. Come on, steady away. Keep it cool. Level head. Right, offload. There we go. Putting on gas now. Right, have to get some more. Oh, I can imagine. I just wouldn't imagine being back to having an exam. Yeah, I couldn't imagine, yeah. I'm just thinking of the time of year it is. Is that quite normal this time of year to get examined? Yeah, seems fairly early. Of course, I'm with it. It's only when you've got children at school that you actually any idea. Oh, damn things keep popping up. Right, let's get some going. I was racing demo last night, it was great fun. Oh, half term. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I forgot all about it. Oh, well, what you got planned for your week off? Remember when I was a kid, it was called Spud Picking Week, which probably they say Tatey Picking Week, or you know whatever your terminology is for it. And a lot of my friends would go spud picking. So I would think, oh, hang on a sec. One of the lads said he was getting, I think he got £10 a day, but that's like filling sacks of potatoes all day by hand. So I thought, right, I'll give that a go. Got me packed lunch one morning, got picked up to go where the field was. It wasn't that far away from where I lived. Maybe, I don't know, a couple of mileage. But quite to me, we got started. I didn't last half an hour, and I just thought, that is no good for me. That you can keep your £10. So I just went home. That was me away. I just thought, yeah, that's a ridiculous hands and knee back-breaking job. I'm not doing that. But there was plenty of my friends stuck at it and made good money, but by Christ, hard work that was. So yeah, if you've got any parents, ask them if they ever did spud picking. Of course, I think other parts of the warmer parts of the country, you get strawberry picking and all sorts, which was popular. And the area I worked in a lot, you pick your own strawberries, that kind of thing, you know, which is quite popular. But never ever went to pick spuds again. I was lucky enough, my mum didn't like it much in the way, obviously she was trying to make more money, so she offered me a way to give me some money. Well, you need something when you get sort of teenage years, don't you? Stop you getting into trouble. Right, that's 11 bales on now. I'm not sure you can get 16 on here, or 15. 12 on there now. Lovely sort of order. That was the beauty when Mark was learning everything. He was kept telling us what to get and what I needed to try, and so I've been quite lucky that way. And obviously he was learning it from what he was 16, yeah. What he was seeing on the internet, you know, because he was already watching everybody. Right, let's Johnny on the spot all the way back. Soon in War Thunder. Yeah, the French planes. I've already bought my, you know, the small premium version. It was £10. I think I was telling everyone last week. There's two for sale. One's $29.99 and the other's $9.99. The $9.99 one gave you obviously the plane. You get the beta access to the French plane tree when it comes in. There was 500 golden eagles, and I think there was a unique decal and a unique name badge. So at least it's something. I know it's not fantastic, but for a tenner, it was affordable for me. I did the same with the Italians and got access to the beta version. So I have beta access to the naval stuff as well, because I bought one of the naval torpedo boats, but I don't know, just can't get away with it. World of Warships is superb, so I could see what War Thunder wanted to do with torpedo boats, and the idea was very, very good, because the small destroyers against battleships on World of Warships works really well. It's great how you can take these massive ships down. Yeah, you keep battling away, mate. That's I'm on German planes at the moment, and I'm on trying to. I've got the one I'm working on to unlock, and then that'll unlock my first jet. So then I can try and purchase that, you know. But I've just done that so much on the tanks last week. I think I don't know. I think it gets to your mind, you know, and when you're trying to do it properly, and even with a premium account, that's a lot of playing just to get, you know, that far. But yeah, it's hard. You get some good games, and then you get some bad games, and then you just think, oh God, I just can't go on. I tell you what's a good plane, since you mentioned the British planes, the Hampden, one of my favourite planes. It's only in Tier 1, and it carries 4,000 pounds of bombs. And I think I've got the other one, and I think that's got another, not only 4,000 pound bombs, I think it's got another 250 pound or something else. It's got a hell of a, right, what have I got to do to unlock that? That's it. Have you tried UK tanks, or do you just purely like the planes? I haven't. What I started to do is I worked through the tier system, not the battle rate, and the rank system. So for argument's sake, the Germans, I'll have unlocked rank 1, so then I unlocked rank 1 on the British, and what was there, the USSR, and then the American. So I worked way like that, so every time I unlocked a new rank I went through all the countries doing it, and I did the same with the tanks, so gradually I was working down, but all at the same pace. So some people have only got one particular nation where they've done particularly well in, but I never did it like that. I think if I had it done, I could have already got into the jets in one particular nation, because obviously I've played enough to do that, but I don't know, I couldn't see the point, so I didn't do it. But the German, I don't know what to say, rank 2 Americans are fantastic. I think I enjoyed them better than the rank 2 German. But there's some good planes in each, if you know what I mean, so it's hard to say what you enjoy the most of it, you know. Larry Hargrove, hiya buddy, how's it going, matey? Thanks for just popping along. Yeah, I think it's just the way I could stop boredom setting in, I think, you know, and obviously as you get further down, you meet better players, so I think you'll have found that yourself. You'll have become a better player just by getting into the higher tiers, the higher ranks and that, which obviously you get in the tank system as well, you know. So I love them. I love the air sound of these. It's the all-round sound of everything, isn't it? Just that's what got me with the tanks and that. Just like having a remote control version, but you can do anything you want with it. Under your, it's Johnny. Yeah. I never got to say hello to everyone enough last night. But my PC is staying on at the moment, so that's good. I thought if anything it'll, I'd rather it. It's a good test rig actually, farming, because it's quite graphic, so well, I can get a bit closer than that. Yeah, go on. Why not? Yeah, so I hope you all had a good night watching and joining in last night on the stream. I don't know when Mark's next one is. I'm going to try and get in at least once a week on the farm, and commit myself to at least once on the, you know, like a Sunday for trucking. So I was going to go trucking today, but I just didn't feel in the, I don't know, I can fall asleep quite easily trucking, and I have done. Right, let's get back in the cabin. Let's go and get some more bales. Hello the Game and Craig, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, I'm good as well. Just enjoying my bit of farm. So something a bit different for me. Well, it's where I learnt a little bit of all my mistakes. USA mostly. When you say 12.7, you mean 2.7? Is that what you mean? In battle rating. Yeah, that's good, mate. What are you playing today? I should have been War Thundering, but just couldn't face it today. I just needed to, I didn't have the headspace for it. I've been enjoying just mucking on my farm, so I thought, well, we'll just press on with that. Doesn't mean I can't talk to everyone. And I can't get wrong. That's probably half the fun, like getting into trouble off Mark. But I'll get wrong for something. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know. You know, there's quite a few who've got the 20 mils on, but I know what you mean with the Messerschmitts and that. With the have you tried the new gunner view? You know, on oh, you know, anything that's got a single rear gunner, they've made the view a lot better. It's quite effective. Just chilling out, mate. Now, that's good, mate. Nicest feeling in the world when you get home safe and sound. I forget how big this field was. I think it was planted with potatoes at one point. So I remember harvesting it. It took ages. I'm not sure whether you've got any personal favourite farms yourself that you have just for yourself. Chellington's always, because Mark first taught me some bits on Chellington. I quite liked them up. I was really surprised when I first got on and saw the maps, how good they were. The sound out of this is unreal. You know, you've got to go uphill. Selby's got some really good uphill sections. Some of the Ford tractors are like that. Yeah, just the sound of it. I love baling as well. Oh, getting a MiG-15, yeah, well done, buddy. That's that's the way to go. See what that's probably where I'm up to now. Really, I'm getting to the point where in the German tech tree, I'm going to face the jets with me prop planes and bombers and things like that. You know, so I think it's going to be very hard to modify, because I like to modify everything as I'm going. You know, get the ace symbol on. So I've got all the modifications unlocked, and I find that I know some people just leave the ones that they're not interested in, but I don't know, something in me mind makes me go back and just keep doing it. And that's so hard with bombers. But then when you've got a fighter plane to oh, what's happened there? Oh yeah, that's that. God, I thought I tipped him up there. Yeah, so it's you know, you get the enjoyment of going out in a fighter plane and attacking the bombers, and then you get the enjoyment of the bombers and just doing base bombing. So it's a good variation. So Ellis Wood, hello buddy, how's it going? Oh, that's a formal introduction today of mine, Mr. Wood. That's like, it's like that's putting me back at school, that. Although I never got called that at school, like. Me personally, I've got one German plane to unlock before I get to the ME262. So if you go on the oh, I'll just turn this thing off. If you go on the German tech tree, the first ME262, I think it's in row 3, maybe it's row 4, I think it is. There's a plane before the ME262, I can't remember what it is, and it was something like 80,000 I think to unlock it. 80,000 light bulbs, and I've only just started on it. So as soon as I've done that, it'll unlock the jet. So if I just played planes all the time for 2 or 3 hours a day, I'm, you know, pretty sure in a week I would be able to get it. I'm sure I would, because I use my premium stuff for that. Yeah, the premium stuff is so handy, and a premium account for unlocking stuff. There's going to be many people that have done it the other way, and as Mark was finding, it's such a slog as you get further up the tree. So yeah, nice button box, mate. Yeah, it is. You've got that right, buddy. Yeah, I got a nice surprise, and I have to say as well, it was nice to be able to share it with everyone else. And I know Mark's had some complaints that people were, some were a bit unhappy that that's what he was revealing, but you know, I was blown away by it. He'd done his best to make sure he had an audience for me to get my button box, which, as well for Christian as well, who got it for me and was just happy to get it sent in the post. I think it was spectacular. And as I say, I'm only there to support Mark as much as I can, while playing myself as well, you know. But I have a very bad attention deficit, so I can get bored and be a bit erratic sometimes. So I don't think I picked these forks up. No, they obviously do not fit the case. Oh no, yeah they do. Ah, I did that. Look at that, what about that there? I'll go outside for that. Nice action. I love the head movement on the whatever tool you've got on. And obviously I've got mine up. Mark thinks I'm wired up strange because I push the thing up to go for my arm to go down, because that's just how my brain works. But yeah, you just wouldn't think how handy that is. Yeah, love it. I'll not get sick of it. Ah, what's Mark playing? Tell him I said hello. He's welcome into my streams anytime. Yeah, tell him I'm computer testing. Well, I don't know, Alex, did you get to try the helicopters in the April Fool that they did this year? If you can answer me that. New server. Oh, Euro truck, right? So yeah, I don't know whether you actually got to try them, but they were. I thought they worked really well. I could understand in simulator them being very, very difficult to handle. But I know the odd one that I got to fly, it was there were handfuls, even with a mouse and keyboard. So yeah, yeah. Well, can you imagine that in simulator mode? Ah, he's farm sim, right? Okay. Yeah, tell him he's doing a good job. Tell him I'm doing it. Everything he's taught me. The one I'm on at the moment's in just my own farm, Aberdeen. It's just that I picked that map to learn on when I first started, and I just modified it that much. So it's like I say, it's like having my own model railway. That's how I've looked at it, or my own Lego city, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's just personal to myself. That's why I was wondering if everybody else had something that was, you know, similar to yourself. Yeah, it's. I don't know. I was so surprised that they actually had helicopters on, but I don't know whether you've had a try of the boats either, which are. I was trying to think of a way to explain why it was. I don't know. I had the opportunity to play when it's on. But I've only ever gone on. Maybe had one or two goes and then just left and carried on what I was doing. So, not like World of Warships, but I'm sure that's how they've got. It's got to be the direction they've got to travel in. I'm sure it is. But again, I do like to support them because I think personally you can see where your money's gone. You know, I don't think they're just taking the money and not doing anything with it, which I get a feeling in other games. You know, iRacing is one in particular where it's just hard to think where your money goes to. Right, I won't get the rest of these bales picked up. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know whether I'll go down a helicopter tech tree because I've been quite slow going through the planes. I do find them. I can get quite bored in the planes, especially if depending on what map they throw at you, you know, or who's playing. I should really maybe try more realistic in the planes, but I find the planes very difficult to fly in realistic mode. I've got to say. Simulator mode with the tanks in VR, that would be probably. I made a new friend through the through being on here, and he was saying he'd had a go, and it was spectacular in simulator mode. Right, can't have that many more to do. I couldn't believe I had that many laid around. and I'll get it sowed. Get some more crop in. I'm going to have to put more cows in. I did my first, Mark had left me an instruction on how to, where is it? Because you'll laugh. I've got my little book here on how to mix up power food. Because I couldn't, obviously I won't remember. So I wrote it down. So I had my first go last night to feed my own cows. With my power food, so. Starting to get the hang of like which is hay, straw and all that kind of stuff. It just doesn't come to me as quick as it does all you farmers. I watch Silent Scotty when he's feeding his pigs, and he has the massive feed trailers. So I don't even know how you manage to work out the ratios for what you put in them. So I'll get there. I think, as I say, the biggest step to do is just get more cows, and then it'll actually start eating up my food that I've got stashed around the farm. I think I had in my mind that was the way. Would you not do it in real life? You'd make sure you had the wherewithal to feed them before you bought them, but I'm probably wrong. I'd just playing safe, I think. Mark would have just gone straight in and bought me 1,000 cows, I think. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. But like I say, I should already have had more, but I've only just started coming back on here. I think you can only, you know, if I play this for 2 or 3 hours, and you just can't play every game for that kind of time. I can't anyway. Right. Oh no, that's me full. Excellent. Right, let's fold up. Nice action. Ashley Cole, hello buddy. Thanks for popping by. I'm just going to sneak a drink while I'm drink driving. Oh, I think it's getting, oh no, 12 o'clock. Seems quite a dark night out there. I was just looking on the horizon there where my wind farm is. Where my sheep are. I'll need more sheep really. Mark said that was the best thing to get when I first started, to get sheep. So I just wanted to sort of practice having something to look after really. Right, let's go and get these. But I've been learning quite a lot going on online with everybody. So I don't feel as bad learning. Another road I've got to put in down here, got to finish doing this. I love being able to do a job and set the work away and then just carry on. I should have done that actually, should have started one sow and seed. That's what I should have done. That's my mind, you see, just not thinking. Mark always says just go and get on with something, and then I can't think of what to do. Right, let's go and get these dropped off. I can't have that many more to go and get. I'll tell you one good thing though. I was on with Mark in Selby Farm the other day just for an hour, and it was Mark who tipped the trailer over with all the bales on. I was wetting myself inside because it wasn't me. Can you imagine the trouble I would have got in? Because he was late for going out and it wasn't my fault. It was brilliant. Because he's live streaming, I know he won't know what I've said. Which is even better. Right, let's get these bad boys dropped off. I was watching some of Silent Scottish the other day, and I noticed he's got his. Nice to see he's got a wheel camera on now. It gives you something to watch as well. I love these opening doors and the windows and things like that. It's like when I was a kid, all you could get when I was a young lad was the Britain's models. I don't know what scale they are, but the electric scale, I think. But it always annoyed me because you got the attachments and things, but they wouldn't fit properly, or they would fall off, and it wouldn't do the job it was meant to do. So I used to get annoyed with them. Right. Getting a bit closer there. Hello, James. Yeah, good buddy. Yeah, just messing about on my own farm today. So I thought I actually didn't have the mental capacity for war thundering today, so I didn't. Well, actually, I had a big computer problem last night after I'd had the power cut. So I was just wanting to run it for a couple of hours just to see if it would go off. So I didn't really want to be in the middle of a war game when it goes off. Right, that's I'm getting better. I'm naturally finding finding the buttons I need now. Yeah, a few bales. I'm just saying I'm going to need something to feed them, I think. But this is where so what I was doing with it, I was practicing what I was happy doing, like i.e. cultivating and ploughing and planting and things like that, and harvesting. I didn't mind doing all that, but then I didn't really want to look after anything because I didn't know how to feed them and all that. So I shied away from it, but still carried on collecting all the food. All my silos are full, so I've got plenty to do. So yeah, I could go on trucking tonight. I didn't know he was going trucking tonight, James. So I'll yeah, seems I never got on much last night. I could possibly go on tonight. 8 o'clock's a bad time for us because we always sort of getting our tea and dog walking. So I did say to Mark, it's hard for me that to get on for 8 o'clock. And I don't like interrupting him once he's already started. But yeah, I could manage a bit of trucking. Yeah, get me away from battling. I've had some terrible games as well, so it's like psychological. So I thought, oh, I think it was I can't remember how long ago. Maybe it's a year ago. So I stopped playing War Thunder for about 2 months, I think. I was saturated. Right, let's go and get some more bales in. Not that I haven't got any, but so I love the action of actually just farming and running vehicles around and all that kind of thing. But I'm starting to get the idea with the few animals that I have got. Oh, there, that's good, buddy. I hope that idiot. I watched the stream of that idiot that was trying to spoil Mark's stream by just bashing into his truck. Oh no, Mark. There's one thing for sure, Mark. You know, if I could commit myself, I just find it very hard to. Once I've finished work, I don't. You know, that was all commitment, so I find it very hard to commit myself to things now. To commit my time, and I wouldn't want to let anyone down. So if I say I'm going to do something, I would then have to do it. So. Yeah, it might sound quite strange, but then you just want to keep that choice for yourself. So, I still follow what he does all the time, so. And then he doesn't get as stressed if I'm not there, because he doesn't shout at me. Although his mum thinks it's hilarious that he shouts at me. She'll say, well, you must have done something. I said, well, I don't. But yeah, and they were saying, I heard them saying about there was this truck I wanted to try in the Euro truck workshop. So I'll probably have to ask him which one that is. I wouldn't mind trying that, but I don't think you can use that kind of mod. Oh, hello, Longford lad. Thanks very much, buddy. Have I not already? I think I've already got you down as modding for me, haven't I? Yeah, you're already on modding. Yeah, thanks very much, mate. Yeah, I was really pleased to see you all getting that idiot back at. Yeah, thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that. I do. Give me a wave out. I'll actually have to get an emoji now. Yeah, and I hope you've all recovered from the heavy wind, and that's really calm here. Yeah, good. Just as I say, I was a bit oversaturated with the war thunder, so I didn't go on today. I didn't go on much yesterday either. Just couldn't face, didn't fancy it. And since we had a couple of power cuts when it was windy, and then we had a couple of power cuts when they were reconnecting with the people. So obviously my computer was blue screening the odd couple of times last night once I got it on going. So I thought, well, I may as well sit and give it a right old good thrashing this afternoon. And obviously it gets really hot and that when I got everything going. So that's a good try for it. So I'm quite happy it stayed on. Touch wood. You like my button box? I think I need a little light underneath to say from Chris. So that was really nice. I'll have that for the rest of my life. Oh, can't pick any more bales up now. You've already full. You idiot. Off we go. Oh, honestly, look at this, watch. Whee! The action on that. It would help if I go out the field the right way. That's a good start. Yeah, honestly, well, I say I've enjoyed playing in the cab now. You know, once I put my mind to it and just thought, I thought from a watching point of view it would be more, you know, you see more from outside the cab. But I think I got the most questions Mark was getting asked is why I don't use my wheels, so I thought, well, may as well. It's very relaxing. Yeah, I actually I'm going to maybe put something here so I can rest my arm on, you know, like you do. Wait till the summer comes, right? What I'll do is I think I'll maybe paint my arm something brown, you know, I'll get some fake tan so it looks like I've my arm out the window. For Euro trucking. Niall, hello Niall, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, well, for Euro truck, because I like right-hand drive, I would maybe do this arm in like a fake dark fake tan or even red anyway. And then this one for tractor, because my door's always open, maybe a different colour though. Arnold Phase, I hope I've pronounced that right. Yeah, good, yeah. I didn't expect that everyone popping in to say hello, to be honest. So yeah, good to have you all looking around my farm. I take it you must all have your own sort of farm that you've done the most on, or I like trying the other farms, different things like that, but this has sort of got to be me sort of, just seems to work the best, for me anyway. I love all of everything you can add to it. Ah, fan from Holland, eh? Thanks, buddy. I can't thank you enough. So pleased you could just, as I say, didn't think anyone would pop in to see me just playing in my own little farm. 62 hours, yeah, that's good. My War Thunder in my Steam file, I've got over I think it's got 2,000 hours on. But then I realised that I thought that was counting all of my hours that I'd played, but it doesn't count the hours when you launch it off your start menu. So yeah, 160 hours on one save. That's going some as well, buddy. Just something about it. Just I don't know. See, a model railway was always sort of the thing I always wanted to, or build models in general. That was always something that was very, very close for me. And I think this just fills that gap perfectly. I love the train that runs around the Dowland farm. That's a nice feeling, especially being a HS125. Right, yeah, you just want to see me knock them all down. Well, I don't want to. I have done it before. Ah, Mark's finished, has he? Oh, well, I'll maybe get a chat with him. I don't like disturbing him when he's already doing something because of just setting the OBS and things like that up. Ah, cool. Well, as I say, I've been changing a lot of the ground with the ground response roller, and as I say, I had just other jobs I needed to get finished doing. I get bored doing one thing, I presume you're all the same, and then I just shoot off and do something else. And I realised that I really should have set a hired worker away planting something, so I think I'm going to go and plant something while I'm in the middle of doing this as well, so I'll get a worker set away. Right, let's have a quick look in the back here. Right, he's all tucked up. Wouldn't be the first time I've wrapped it around the gate post. Right, let's go get some more bales, and then I'm going to find out where my cedar is, because it could be anywhere. I can't believe I've been on this long and I could have already had that sealed on the right. It could have already been done, nearly. Yeah, this troll thing, it just... I was trying to tell my wife, you know, what it's like when my wife does a lot of crochet and a lot of crafts, knitting and all that, so I was telling her that, like when Mark was you were trucking the other night, you got someone running into you all the time, so I said, if I sit next to you and every time you're sitting knitting away and I keep nudging your arm, how long would it take before you lost your temper? And obviously she said it wouldn't take long, and I said, well, that's what it's like. And when someone purposely tries to do it, it's quite hard. And this troll thing, when you think, well, Christian and Williams and everyone else who were putting long, Dennis, and who else was, I'm forgetting his Frederick, he was putting some more hours into that them farms, and it was them I felt so angry for. So yeah, I was saying to my wife, I said, so say you get halfway through a jumper, or you've nearly completed it, and then you go down the next day and someone's pulled half of it out. You know, I said, that's the kind of thing that these people are doing. But then they're not man enough to even say who they are. So we could all be playing with them and talking to them, but we don't know who they are. You might be subscribing to them. So it's hard. So I do find that bit, you know, you could lose all the money that you earn and things like that. So I'm playing it safe by just rattling around my farm, just get me hired workers in, and I learned how to get them set up, and I'll have to remember because it's a while since I've been on my farm. So but I've got to get me improve my game. I've got to get on, you know, on with the professionals now. Yeah, this is the thing. I couldn't believe it was as easy as them just changing the name, because I don't know. I just assumed there would be other YouTubers or something like that that were just happy to join in, you know. So I do find it extremely childish, and obviously at my age, I like a joke, don't get me wrong. I do like a joke. There's nothing matter with that at all, but to do something out of spite and then go and hide, I can't take that. It's like if you need a kick in the ass, you need a kick in the ass. So you stand there and you get your punishment when you've done something wrong. So you put your hand up and you say, well, I always taught Mark, first thing to do is try and put it right. You do something wrong, and if you don't think you can put it right, don't do it in the first place. I've tried to live like that anyway. It's done me okay. Doesn't make you a lot of money, but I don't care about that. Said to one of my greedy so-called friends once, I said, how many good friends can you, sorry, how much can you sell a good friend for? And that's how I would sum up one acquaintance I had. He would sell you. And the good thing is, if he was listening, he'd know who he was. That's a weird thing, I know. He was so tight, he only breathed in. So, yeah, sad. But then you get people like I've met on through the farm and just through being on stream with Mark, who are absolutely solid gold. So that gives you the impetus to carry on. You're going to play a Black Squad now? Yeah, oh, absolutely. Broadcast game and boom. Hello, buddy. But thanks, Niall, for stopping by. As I say, I was just wanting to... I've got to go and clean my pig. Right, I better clean my pig. In between... Oh, thanks for... Hello, Christian. Christian's in. This is what you made it for, mate. For my farm. This is what it's for. Yeah, he's a really, really good. Yeah, we've had our issues. We wouldn't dispute that, but you know, you get round it. Beast King. Hello, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Ah, farm lad. Hello, buddy. I thought you would already be streaming, or is it a little bit... no, you'll not be long off being streaming yourself. Bit of a treat seeing my own farm, like, I don't normally... first time I've ever been online with my own farm, so it's pretty new for me. Pretty radical. I think that's what the youngsters say. Kane Partington, how are you? I'm doing good, mate. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I mean, I love that. I love when you say you watched all mine and Mark's, and that you find that you're quite envious. So that there's obviously, because Silent Scotty was saying the same. He'd love his dad to play, and did we know of a game, or did I know of a game that he might get him interested in it? You know, but we just are looking like that, you know. In your straight pipe humor, yeah, mate, I absolutely love it. I'm going to make no apology. I've got a couple of the class tractors, but there's something about this. Although I will show you something funny, which I've shown everyone also, and Damo got it live. Oh, I've got that neat there. It could go all wrong now, like watch. I just wish I could get that close from inside the tractor. But in the tractor, that's, I don't know, maybe I find it difficult backing in with it to get that close. So, yes, I'll show you a funny thing. Right. Completely accidentally on purpose, and I've selected my front tool. When I press my horn now, oh no, it doesn't detach now. Oh, that's a good thing. I thought it would detach my tool. Oh, hang on a sec. Yeah, it detaches my tool. I put the same button on twice, which I didn't mean to. I should go for manual attaching. So I'll have to change that. I forgot to do it today, which is nothing strange for me. Being an empty head. Right, I just want to nip round and going to clean my pig. Oh look, I can just turn off the engine. Oh, that's what a sound that is when that's stopping. Right, let's go Johnny on the spot. A bit of pole vaulting. Oh. I hope everyone saw Mark tip his trailer over in Selby. Yeah, I've got to agree, Mark like, and I don't, to be fair, when I was working with Mark, it's quite a good thing when you're working with someone, but I don't know whether it's something that you'd use on your own farm, you know. Yeah, Beast King, thanks very much for that, buddy. Sorry, it's not. Oh yeah, I tell you what, I hope you've heard me say in real life I have a massive shout out and respect for all farmers, and whether it's lorry driving or whatever people have to do in real life. Oh, where's my brush at? Is it over there? I think I've got a brush over there. I'll have a look. In which controls do you mean, farm lad? Don't forget, you'll probably be able to suggest a lot of things that I can do. I really need to get more. Now I've got enough food laid around, I think. I'm not sure how much you need, but I've been stockpiling. No, I've only got an attachment on the front. Yeah, that should pick that up. Come on, pick it up. Ah, there it is. Ah, there you go. Right, let's go and clean piggies. It's in the XML. Oh, what's the XML, mate? I'm gonna sound really stupid when you ask me. Bearing in mind, I am really novice at it all. 10 years of chickens, mate. God, that's. I once had to work in the chicken farm, putting burglar alarms in. It was one of my first jobs, and the smell, I've got to say, it was bad. And I tell you what, I worry about you. I hope your health's well protected because all that kind of thing, you know. How you doing, gamer? Yeah, okay, James Gaming. Thanks for popping in as always. Yeah, I mean, you'll have heard myself and Mark, and I don't know when I first sort of met you through being on here. I was saying how bad our internet had been. Okay, mate, I will do, yeah. Oh, I can still remember it now when I just... Mark had a friend who worked up in the chicken plant, but it was one of the newer ones, so I think it was... it certainly was probably a lot cleaner, because I think they're a lot more stricter now when you build them. Well, a friend of mine was an architect, so yeah, I can just imagine, mate, though. Right, Christ. Right, let's drop that off there. I really need to go and find a cedar. Ah, 9 people to wave hello to. Yeah, well, I will. I'll watch that. Right, let's go and find a cedar. I mean, if it would attract anyone who's sort of my age to think I'm going to have a simple laptop or something to play it on, to see the machinery and how you can hear it, if it just spurred one dad to pick it up and go multiplaying with his son or whatever, I'd be more than happy that mine and Mark's efforts are worth it. Oh, he sponsored my channel. Longford lad did, Gerard. He's followed myself playing with Mark through Mark's live stream, so he's always been very, very supportive. Well, as everyone else has, to be fair. Right, where's my cedar? So yeah, just a generous, and can't thank you everyone enough. Hey, Mark's he's got some stuff coming. I can't wait to see his new light setup. But I'm just looking for a cedar, so bear with us. Obviously there's a quicker way to find it, but this is more fun way. Oh, damn. Alright, it's not in there. Yeah, you certainly can, buddy. Just let me sort that out for you. Right. Oh, I can't get in there at the moment. For some reason, while I'm actually playing. Right. Yeah, special, mate. Well, as I say, we've ended up with some fantastic supporters that you just can't thank enough, you know. Now, if I want to plant corn, I've got to make sure I get a seeder that'll plant corn, haven't I? So I've got one somewhere. I know I have. Could be in here, could be getting closer. Watch, I bet I've sold it. But yeah, no, seriously, if it could just encourage, like Silent Scotty was saying, just get his dad on with playing one game that he could be interested in, whether it's War Thunder or whatever it is. But I must have sold it. I had a clear out. Right, the best way is just buy one. Right, shop time. Right, this is where you can help me, you see. because I need a seeder to do corn. Well, you do right contacting them. I mean, I don't know how often companies do that kind of thing. And I mean, to be fair, if something's like pocket money, what I call pocket money for me is, you know, if it's £10 or £15 in a month, then I feel I can justify that, and I don't mind supporting the companies. So that's the way I look at it. Oh, I tell you what, I washed a seeder the other day. But you need a special one for corn, don't you? You've got to make sure that it does corn. Now I've got a coon one as well. I should have the coon. Oh yeah, I've got a coon pack, yeah. What am I thinking of? Now, if I'm not mistaken, some do cultivating as well, don't they? So that says with a sowing machine I can sow fields. See, sometimes I'm just lucky with what I pick up, but I want to try and do corn. So what's the one we've been using? That must be the one we're using. But if you've got to cultivate first, can you get them where coon don't do one, do they? Seed directly, no previous. Ah, that's what I want. That one. But that won't do corn. So if I want to do corn, that means I've got to cultivate first. If I want to use that seeder. But I must have another seeder somewhere. Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to support you. That I mean, the beauty when you've got a channel, at least I can go along and look at your channel and think, right, that doesn't do corn. See, this is the thing when all you lads, you know, straight away. Oh, the old Massey Ferguson. That would have been quite nice to use. Probably slow, but it's only a small field, really. I don't really mind what size field it is. Oh, what's that one? That's an old Massey one. That's a big thing. I like that. Let's see what. Oh, John Deere, D. John. I like that. I do like that big blue thing. Look at that Amazon. Oh, now that does corn. Oh, it doesn't cultivate though. Right. Oh, my word! Look at the size of that. Crikey me, that's some machine. That the Seed Hawk. Still doesn't do corn though. Ah, that one does. No. That doesn't do corn. That doesn't. Nice. There's some nice stuff like when you get to look around it. So yeah, it looks like you've got to, for doing corn, you've got no choice but to cultivate first. So it's off to cultivation, I'm afraid. Right, okay. Right, sorry I missed some chat there. Yeah, okay buddy, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you whenever you're about. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I mean, yeah, thanks for that buddy. Go through my little wood here. I don't know, I mean, I don't mind supporting the companies where when you can see the money's going that way, you know, so that's why it's nice having the coon pack and the other one, you know, it's just a little bit of support back the way. Because it must cost an absolute fortune to do the, you know, to build all these maps and machinery and buy all of the licenses that they need to. I'm sure I've got to see it. Where would I put it? in that. I don't know, buddy. I was just, to be fair, as I say, I just came on to test my. Oh God, I know where I've put it. Sorry. I know exactly where it is now. Yeah, just I'd only come on for to be a couple of hours really, but I've got no hassle. If my computer stays on, I'm quite happy playing. Right, I'm going up the other bit of my farm now, so I can come out for a drive. Yeah, I mean, if he's got such a good channel, I mean, you could imagine who you would pick. If you had to give something away to somebody, you'd pick the one who's going to reach the biggest amount of customers, you know. Oh yeah, going under the sheets is that's the way to do it. So yeah, for some reason on this particular map, going through that wood that I've built, it gets a little bit jerky, but I can only presume it's the amount of trees I've got, because it's I don't know how many trees is in there, but it's just quite a few. Took some planting. Right, I'm going in search of cultivator. I'll go and fetch it. That's a good thing when you with the steering wheel, is just driving around. To be fair, it's fantastic. Yeah, so there's a little bit stuttery some parts of the map, depending on how much stuff you've got on it. I sold a lot of vehicles, I had stuff everywhere. So yeah, I just had too much basically. So I'm regrouping. I sold all my tractors and just bought these case ones and some class ones and things like that. So I'll re-equip now and get some new stuff. I remembered where I knew I'd cleaned the cultivator the other day, and I just couldn't remember where I'd put it. Yeah, I figured it might be that. So I said to Mark, I thought it was the actual vehicles, but that was making it lag. I didn't think it would lag that much when you're just playing on your own, you know. But no worries. At least I know what it is now, and I've actually miraculously remembered where my cultivator is. So I feel very pleased with myself. Yeah, I see what you mean now. Yeah, I never really thought of it like that. Of course, I was being greedy and just adding stuff for the sake of it. Right, cultivator one, need to be back in the cab, need a drink, and I can go and cultivate something. Simulator gaming, hello buddy. Yeah, I realised that, well obviously, I mean, I know you could probably run this in 4K with one screen, but I don't know what kind of computer you need to run it on straight pipe power. Yeah, just it's a shame on this map there isn't a decent hill to drive up, because on Selby when you put your foot down and you're pulling something, the sound of it going up a hill is fantastic. But graphics is on, I think it's just on max, I think, from what I can. Where I can, I use that GeForce Experience and just let it pick it for me. you know, there's like a setting in there that it's the optimization. So as long as it's selectable in there, that's what it'll be on. So it could be on full. I kind of check till I come out. Right, let's get bobbing down here. I wouldn't care if I'd have set a hired worker away ages ago. I could have had some of this done. These are just 42-inch. They are LG TVs. It's what I could get on a deal at the time. I gave my wife my 4K TV, which I was trying to run on, because I thought, well, one 4K TV would be better than having going for 3, but I was wrong. As simple as that, in my opinion anyway. So it's just the all-round experience once you sit playing, especially when it's dark. I mean, it's getting a bit darker outside, so my room's got a bit darker, so I will actually I could have gone, I could actually cultivate it here. Because I think I forget to look in here, you know. Yeah, harvested in there, so I can cultivate there. Wait. That's the beauty when it's your own thing, you can do what you want. Whereas when I'm on Mark's, I don't know enough to, so I just ask. If he tells me what to do, I'm happy. Uh, 42s, I think, when I got mine, they were, I don't know, I'm thinking £200 to £300, I think they were, off the top of my head. I can't remember. Our Mark will tell you better. He seems to remember what I've paid for absolutely everything, whereas I just can't. Oh, you can hear it now. Oh. Right, just got to get myself lined up, because I'm a little bit, that's the only thing I've got to get used to, is the physical size of this thing. I'll get my eye in, I will get used to it. Right, just got to try and remember how much space now. That's over there, so. I'll get down. Wrong button. Excellent. I've got my cruise control on my little D-pad wheel, so that's handy. Yeah, the big bud cultivator is massive. Yeah, I get pocket money, mate, and I like to try and spend it on, as I say, DLC or, you know, just what I can really. Don't have a lot of disposable income, I'm afraid, so. Yeah, so it would sound good. Like, yeah, you're right. I don't even know if I'll put the big bud pack in here. Let's have a look, because it would be in tractors, wouldn't it? I'd have the big bud tractor in. I'll have a look and see. I'm not sure. I should have done. Oh yeah, there it is. Eh? Yeah, I've got the big bud. So you're on about the biggest big bud? I don't like twin wheels. It's gonna have to be standard. And then the biggest cultivator. Cultivators there, yeah. Because Mark was trying that one. That looked really nice. That Bedner cultivator. I was watching him in the stream. Big bud cultivator. Right, big bud cultivator on the right mark. Marky's along now, so Marky's going to keep us right. Which is the big bud cultivator then, Marky? Is it that one you tried? That big yellow one, the Bedner? Oh, the big bar, that's it. I just said to you, that's the what, and put that on the case. Right, I'll go and do that. Honestly, Christian, as Mark said, you're just going to look and you're going to think, what did you do before? I'm certainly going to just mess on my baling on my own, like, you know. And getting used to what buttons I've got. I've got X, no, I've got, what have I got there? That's X, Y, Z, and what comes with, what's the other one I use? I've tried to do it in alphabetical order so I can remember. So I know I don't use A, so I've got B, C, F. Try to think along them lines, you know, keep it simple for myself. But obviously when you come to trucking as well, I was sitting in my truck thinking, God, I've got all this stuff, all these buttons, it's fantastic. Last night I had a quick look at my truck, so I'm going to try and get on with Mark tonight. And there you go. Mark's told you exactly, I told you to tell you what I paid for them. The flexi coil, that's a contraception, is it not? Flexi coil? Am I not right? Use the Puma. Well, I'll go back. Well, Mark's saying try this case with that big bud pack in, so I'll try that first, and then yeah, cultivator from the DLC. Yeah, I've got that now. I'm just attaching that to the. That's, you see how many people can disconnect as well as that and blow your horn. It's like an audible warning that I'm detaching. Look, look at that big bud door. Can I not take that out? I've only drove it when Mark let me test drive it in one stream we did. He's not let me use it after that. He's very strict with us, like. I'm in the Puma. Okay, yeah, I'll use the Puma then. That's it. I can't believe that I was driving past Damo last night and I thought I'll give him the whole horn job, and then later on down the road I wondered where my cedar had gone. Because Mark said, oh, we're planting corn, or whatever we're planting. So I looked at me right to select it and it wasn't there. What a idiot sometimes. Oh, Puma on the flat. See, I don't know what a flexi coil is. That's a contraception, I'm telling you. Yeah, it. Oh, don't say I've got caught on the gate post. Come on. Oh, whoa, wow. That's what the heck's that? Hang on. Didn't know whether my wife was shouting us that. No. Can't hear a thing if my wife shouts us. That's the thing I'm going to have to remember with that one. It was, why, she's a big bit of kid. Not 2 cents, I think she. Sorry everyone, I was just onto my wife. Oh, Mark's mum that is actually, I don't know if you knew that, if you've ever met Mark. Right, let's unfold the beast. Unleash the Kraken. Look at this thing. Look at the tractor move. That, that's from... Oh, well, I've got this one out the Mark said use, so... Is that it fully out? Fairly big, that one, right? Well, I can start to work away with this one, and then I'll go and get a I'll go and get another one out. Oh, hang on a sec. Whoa, 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 Dobbin. Right. Let's get settled down. Is she down? That's clever, that. Look at that. I'm going to watch it go. Yeah, good that. That's to go in a straight line though. Oh, hang on a sec. Message coming in. I'm sorry everyone, I've got to go. Right, you'll have to really excuse me for signing off quickly. I've got a bit of bad news, so sorry about that. Catch you later though.